Over the years, the College of Charleston Alumni Association has recognized alumni and friends of the college who have made significant contributions to their communities, their professions, and to our college. These men and women exemplify the best of the College of Charleston and have set the standard for future generations. Tonight, we honor 5 such individuals whose relationship with the College of Charleston has enriched us all. We are proud to say that they are part of the College of Charleston family. The Pre-Medical Society's Outstanding Service Award in Medicine was established in 2003 to recognize a College of Charleston graduate whose practice of medicine represents remarkable achievement and who demonstrates an enduring commitment to the college and his or her community. The recipient of this award is chosen by the Alpha Epsilon Delta Pre-Medical Society at the College of Charleston. This year's recipient is Dr. Jonathan Cook. Jonathan entered the College of Charleston in 1984 without ever visiting the campus. It did not take long, however, for the beauty, charm, and academic challenges of the college to convince him that he had made the right decision. Jonathan graduated as valedictorian of the class of 1988 and was also the recipient of the Alumni Medal for Highest Academic Achievement, the Grazer Award for Outstanding Work in Modern Languages, and the Award for Most Outstanding Student of Organic and Inorganic Chemistry. He continued to garner honors and academic scholarships at the Medical University of South Carolina and graduated as valedictorian in 1992. An internship in internal medicine at Harvard was followed by residency in dermatology at Emory University and a fellowship in Mohs micrographic surgery and dermatological surgery at the University of Pennsylvania. Today, Jonathan is a nationally recognized expert in the field of dermatology and director of dermatologic surgery at Duke University Medical Center and a full professor in dermatology at Duke University School of Medicine. Tonight, we recognize Dr. Jonathan Cook for continuing this tradition of excellence. To make it as an actress in New York City, it takes more than talent and good looks. It also takes self-confidence, a positive attitude, and perseverance despite sometimes daily rejection. These are exactly the qualities possessed by our young alumna of the year, Margaret Ann Florence, along with a healthy dose of Southern charm. Margaret Ann, and her parents, will say that she has been preparing for a career in theater since almost the day she was born. She began dancing lessons with Bob Ivy at the age of 4, then came roles with Charleston Youth Company and Footlight Players. There were voice lessons with local voice coach Nancy Stedman, and at the college, she studied under music professor Deanna McBroom, always honing her skills and preparing for her dream, the day she would go to New York City. Margaret Ann excelled at the college, graduating magna cum laude in 2001 and receiving the college's highest student honor, the Bishop Robert Smith Award. She followed in the footsteps of her mother, Hope Florence, and several other relatives who are alumni of the college. After graduation, she entered New York University and earned a master's degree in musical theater performance. Margaret Ann's resume includes commercials for Pearl Vision, Captain Morgan, Walmart, and Olive Garden, modeling jobs for Self Magazine, Shape Magazine, and Lady Footlocker, a recurring role on the soap opera The Guiding Light, and roles in 2 upcoming movies, Our Lady of Victory with Ellen Burstyn and The New Daughter with Kevin Costner, parts of which were filmed on the College of Charleston campus. Her favorite addition to her resume is a 7-month run of the off-Broadway production of The Fantastics. Though Margaret Ann and her husband, Peter, make their home in New York, their ties to Charleston remain strong. Family is incredibly important, and we are so proud to have Margaret Ann as part of our college family. What a year it has been for Callie Schell, our recipient of the Alumna of the Year Award. Through her camera lens, the world came to know future President Barack Obama. How did this happen? How did the political science major from the College of Charleston become one of the premier photojournalists of our time? To answer this question, we must go back to the early 80s and meet a young Callie Schell, who was not pleased with the quality of the photographs in the College of Charleston yearbook. Challenged by one of the staffers to do better, she does just that and learns she has a knack for photography. But this photographer's eye did not just happen, and her access to the closest of political circles didn't come by chance. They developed over years and through millions of experiences, some of which began at the College of Charleston. She decides she wants a career in newspapers following graduation and lands her first job as a stringer for the Tennessean's photography department. In the 1990s, she covers the end of the Clinton-Gore campaign for free. This leads to a call from Vice President Gore's team to photograph the inauguration and then to becoming the official photographer for Al Gore. While covering John Kerry's campaign for Time, she meets a young presidential candidate from Illinois, Barack Obama, and has a hunch. She starts sending pictures to Time, and the rest is, as they say, history. Callie now has 2 books published by Time: President Obama, The Path to the White House, and Obama's 100 Days Behind-the-Scenes Photos. The unprecedented access in those incredible photos are the culmination of everything she has learned. The shot of Obama's well-worn shoes comes from a discussion in Bill Moore's political science class regarding a similar shot of Adlai Stevenson taken during his campaign. It has been quite a journey, from the pages of the College of Charleston Comet to the pages of Time magazine. Through her lens, Callie transforms news coverage into art. Born at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, Arlinda Locklear grew up in Charleston, where her father was stationed with the Navy. However, summers and holidays were spent with her grandparents and many cousins in Lumberton, North Carolina. Arlinda and her family are members of the Lumbee tribe, the 3rd largest Native American tribe in the United States. Arlinda saw 2 different worlds between Charleston and Lumberton. In Charleston, she was considered unique because of her Indian heritage, but in Lumberton, she experienced segregation. When she and her cousins went to the movies, whites sat downstairs, blacks sat on one side of the balcony, and Indians on the other. At the age of 12, Arlinda decided that she would become a lawyer in order to change the inequity she saw in her Indian community. After graduating from North Charleston High School, Arlinda entered the College of Charleston in 1969 and proceeded to impress her professors. Following graduation, Arlinda entered Duke University Law School and again distinguished herself. She was known as a promising litigator and won a national moot court competition her junior year against a student from Boston College named John Kerry. Upon receiving her law degree in 1976, Arlinda set out to do exactly what she had planned at age 12. She moved to Boulder, Colorado, and began work for the Native American Rights Fund, the nation's oldest and largest nonprofit law firm dedicated to asserting and defending the rights of Indian tribes, organizations, and individuals. Before long, she was the directing attorney in the group's Washington, D.C. office. During this time, Arlinda made a name for herself in American Indian litigation. In 1983, she became the first Native American woman to argue before the U.S. Supreme Court. She won, by the way, and she twice served as lead counsel in cases in which the Supreme Court found in favor of the tribal parties. Arlinda has become a national expert on Native American law, and in addition to her private practice, continues her pro bono work for the Lumbee Indians. She has toiled tirelessly to get the tribe recognized by Congress, a step that would provide important benefits. She serves on the Board of Trustees for the University of North Carolina at Pembroke, the country's first Indian-only institution of higher education, founded in 1887. She has served on the Board of Directors of the American Civil Liberties Union and has been named Outstanding Woman of Color by the National Institute of Women of Color. All of this would be incredibly impressive in its own right, but Arlinda has accomplished this as a single mother. Her husband died suddenly in 1988 when their son was 4 and their daughter was 16 months. As she has demonstrated throughout her life, she rose to the challenge, and both children are now recent college graduates. In many ways, she is still that idealistic 12-year-old girl at heart, still seeking justice, especially for the Lumbee Indians, and knowing justice lies in the law. Tonight is a celebration of a life well lived. Bill Moore is receiving the highest honor the College of Charleston Alumni Association can bestow, the Alumni Award of Honor, and no one deserves it more. For 37 years, he was a teacher and mentor at the College of Charleston. He may have held many different titles, but he was always first and foremost a teacher. Bill came to the college in 1972 after receiving his BA and a master's degree from Southern Illinois University and his PhD from Tulane. Over the years, he acquired a vast knowledge of Southern and extremist politics, and it was his opinion and insight newspapers and television stations sought. He became a national expert on these topics and co-authored South Carolina Politics and Government, and also wrote Political Extremism in the United States. When we speak of his legacy, we can mention all of the awards he received: the Distinguished Teaching Award in 1981, the Distinguished Service Award in 2000, the Distinguished Advisor Award, and first ever Distinguished Teacher Scholar Award in 2001. In 1997, he was even designated the South Carolina Governor's Professor of the Year. We can list the many positions he held at the college: Speaker of the Faculty, Chair of the Political Science Department, Director of the MPA program, President of the Southern Conference, and one he particularly enjoyed, the voice of Cougar basketball for 35 years. But Bill would say his real legacy lies in his family, whom he adored, and in the students he taught and the colleagues he mentored. The awards are merely a testament to Bill's legacy. They are our way of telling Bill how much his work was appreciated. His true legacy lives on in his family and colleagues. It lives on in all of the students he taught and student athletes he advised. Bill could see that legacy each time he watched an athlete he had mentored walk across the cistern to receive a College of Charleston diploma. He could see that legacy each time a student called him to ask for a recommendation for law school, or told Bill how his class had opened that student's eyes and caused him to see the world in a different way. Tonight, we have added 5 more deserving names to our list of award recipients. Each has honored the college through their life's work. Each has set an example worthy of being emulated. Each has brought recognition to our alma mater. As those who have gone before them, they serve as role models for future award recipients, and they prove once again the indelible mark the College of Charleston leaves on those who pass through the gates of Porter's Lodge.